Benny Blanco, Calvin Harris, DJ Khaled. Who are these guys? Why have songwriter and producer-led artist projects taken over the music industry in the last few years? Let's talk about that in... So who is this guy? To many, Benny's just the goofy guy on TikTok that makes fun of Charlie Puth in his $9 million Hollywood Hills mansion. How did he get there though? In a room of Halseys and BTSs, even Benny would say that he looks out of place. Benny got to start shadowing platinum producer and alleged sex offender Dr. Luke. Yikes. Which got him in the room with artists like Kesha and Katy Perry making songs like Teenage Dream and TikTok. He then went on to write songs like Moves Like Jagger with Maroon 5 and Circus with Britney Spears, giving him countless platinum plaques before he was 20. So that's what Benny was up to in the early 2000s, making literally every song that I grew up on behind the scenes. But I'd venture to say that half of his 4.6 million followers on TikTok have no idea that he made any of these songs. Benny blew up because of his personality, and in doing more research about how Benny writes and produces, it seems like his personality is how he got to where he is. But in recent years, Benny's exploded in popularity through his role in Lil Dicky's semi-autobiographical TV show Dave, but more importantly, his TikToks about bongs and Charlie Puth? It wouldn't be a commentary video about music production if I didn't talk about this guy. Charlie Puth, the internet's punching bag, the what if this was a song guy, has seen a complete revival of his career through TikTok and the pandemic. Through making what if this door shutting was in D minor and then we turned that into a song videos or whatever, with his most viral video sampling a light switch which spawned into a Billboard Top 100 hit. Charlie previously wrote, co-produced, and was featured on See You Again, which was the biggest rap song of all time. But like Benny, nobody knew who Charlie was before TikTok. Personally, I didn't know who Charlie Puth was until I saw all of these duets of Benny Blanco making fun of all of his TikToks. A harrowing campaign that Blanco has kept up throughout the pandemic, constantly shitting on Charlie Puth's seemingly inoffensive videos. However, using the hype of Light Switch, he ended up releasing an album called Charlie in 2022, which has completely revitalized his career and capitalized off of his TikTok success. And while I think that the album is personally complete dog water, it obviously resonates with people. Looking at this, what do these guys actually do? Benny has stated in interviews that he plays no instruments and he can't sing, so what is he actually doing in the studio? In an interview with Apple Music's Zane Lowe, Benny has stated that he literally just creates the vibes, and looking at his incredible repertoire, it kind of makes sense. Sometimes artists just need a blank canvas, like a actual brick wall. Even if he can't play instruments or sing, he creates a space for artists to put the best pieces together. And there's no better example of that than writing Justin Bieber's Love Yourself. In his 2018 documentary Songwriter, Ed Sheeran is sitting in the back of his tour bus with Benny, and he has the ideas for a song. He doesn't know what to write about it. Benny says, "What do you want to write about? Do you have any relationship stuff?" Ed's like, "No, I don't have any relationship stuff. I don't want to write a song about that." And Benny's like, "Why don't you write a song about that?" And then it turned into Love Yourself, like literally on the spot. That's how Love Yourself was made. And after giving the song to Justin, it ended up spending 24 weeks in the top 10 and became the best performing single of 2016. Upon release, many thought that Justin wrote this song about his very public breakup with Selena Gomez. I sure thought that's what happened. But little did Baby Max think that this scraggly little guy and Britain's least eligible bachelor wrote this song in their pajamas in the back of a tour bus. So knowing this, what's the problem with people like Benny making artist projects? On paper, it's completely inoffensive, and most people look at a song like Eastside as just a Halsey and Juice WRLD song because that's exactly what it sounds like. But with the rise of producer tags and the rise of hip-hop and popular music in general, people behind the scenes are finally getting their flowers and getting the recognition that they deserve. And while producers like Metro Boomin and Calvin Harris have put out genuinely great producer projects, there's always people like DJ Khaled that can just come along and fuck it all up. DJ Khaled came up as a radio DJ in Miami before leveraging his connections and putting together a producer project of his own, which set him on the trajectory that he's on today. Before the end times of 2022, DJ Khaled used to be an amazing curator and put together great songs from people that you would have never imagined would either be on a track in the first place or work together again. Artists like Big Sean and Kendrick Lamar, who have sworn off working together since the release of Big Sean's single Control, where Kendrick just completely washed him, they come up on a DJ Khaled album where Kendrick washes him again. Songs like All I Do Is Win are classics. And while other artists have subtle producer tags at the beginning of songs, Khaled's trademark has been screaming his name and yelling pseudo-intellectual advice about tigers and keys and not believing in us. If Benny Blanco has amazing branding and amazing writing and production credits to back it up, DJ Khaled has amazing branding, and I'll hand it to him though. Khaled knows how to market himself. He figured out what works and has put together some of the best album names in all of hip-hop. Classics like We the Best and We the Best Forever and I Changed a Lot. And of course, his newest project, God Did! Through Snapchat videos in 2016 and 2017, Khaled took the world by storm and taught them the keys to success and rode jet skis a lot, but he followed it up with what I believe is the last great DJ Khaled album, Major Key. It had great production, it had great features, it had great songs, and it had just enough Khaled to not be grating. In recent years though, Khaled has regressed to using his production team to put together some of the laziest beats, pair them with the laziest features, and that's if they're even making the song there. On Khaled's recent projects, some of the biggest songs from artists like Drake and Kanye West were literally just scrapped or leaked songs from the past. He literally bought a scrapped Dr. Dre Kanye remix from Ye's album Jesus is King from 2019 in 2022. Yikes. So if these songwriter and producer artist projects are just filled with scrapped or repurposed songs, why do they exist? What's their purpose?
Because I started playing AAU basketball.
If you pay attention even remotely to the politics of the music industry, you know that it's against artists. Things like 360 deals were created to fix financial problems that put artists in even deeper holes, and while the system needs to change, songwriters and producers have it even worse. Over 80% of the music industry is made up of songwriters, producers, and session musicians, the people behind the scenes, but they're constantly taken advantage of the most. In speaking with songwriters and producers in previous jobs, almost all of them had the early stages of an artist project. And while some of them come into the industry to get their foot in the door, most of them want to build the repertoire that people like Benny have. It's been said that there's no middle class of songwriter. In 2022, Evan Bogart, who wrote hits like Beyonce's Halo and Rihanna's SOS, stated that you either have songwriters and producers that are living off of their first publishing advance, or you have the people like Benny, but there's no in between. Knowing this, it becomes clear why there's so many artist projects, but instead of just getting one shit deal from a label, you're getting one shit publishing deal and one shit label deal if you get signed. The music industry is systemically against creators, so what do we do about it? I don't know. Even though music publishing rates are getting better in recent years, again, there's no middle class of songwriter. Things need to change, but the simple fact is that people don't care about songwriters and producers. Pay needs to change, but with the disposability of music on the rise, there's more need for writers than ever before, and the value of these songs are just going down. I know it's pessimistic, but with the advent of streaming and royalty rates going down the shitter, I don't see a way for a middle class of songwriter to exist. But hey, at least we have some major keys, right?